Make sure to use the creator code SHEPPY10 in the Rocket League store. This will help to support my channel and I thank anyone who decides to use it. Now let's get into the video. Rocket League Season 13 is finally here, so today we're going to be checking out the Season 12 rewards, followed by the new menu, the new play menu, which see what that looks like, if it still looks clunky. I know that came out earlier, but I've still not checked that out. Then we'll take a look at the new Season Pass, all the new cars, and then the map. However, I don't think they've really changed much to the maps. It's not a new map, it's just they've made edits. I was a little bit disappointed with the update and especially the trailer, so let me know what you're thinking so far of this season down in the comments below. Now let's get into the game. So here it is, we have just entered the game and we've already got our Season 12 rewards. So we're going to start it off with the goal explosion. So we'll check them out in just a second, but I've earned the platinum goal explosion, the champion goal explosion, the bronze, the GC, the diamond, the silver, the gold, and now we're moving to the title. So we've got the grand champion title for the season, the RNG champ, the floor destroyer, and the Blizzard Wizard. Unfortunately, we didn't get the Dunk Master one as we did not hit GC in hoops. I found it really hard actually to get hit GC in hoops this season. Not too sure why, but they have now got rid of drop shot as well, so we'll check that out in just a second. The other things that we get from the end of last season, just through the tournament rewards, Happy Medium, Twisted Tornadoes, there's a couple more, the Shellington, the Rigid Fringe, the Octane Doodle, another Rigid Fringe, Zap Trap, Special Delivery, and there we go. So this is what the homepage looks like. It doesn't actually look like it's changed too much. I know that some of the updates was to the maps, and it was that they were adding just grass to the maps, which is a little bit rubbish in my opinion. I thought they would have done a little bit more in all this time that they've had to make some new changes in Season 13. But we'll now take a quick look at that goal explosion before we move into the rocket pass and everything else. So here are the goal explosions then. So there's the bronze one. Pretty cool. There's the champion one. Oh, it's literally the same thing. Maybe a slightly bigger explosion. But so the grand champ one should be the biggest explosion by the looks of it. You know what? Not the best of goal explosions whatsoever. Don't think I'm going to be equipping that one. They definitely could have done a lot better with that goal explosion. Let me know what you think. And now we'll be taking a quick look at the new menu. So if we move into the menu, oh my god, I'm not used to this at all. It looked a little bit clunky in my opinion, but I suppose it's probably one of those things that you'll get used to and eventually you'll start to like this new setup. We'll have a look at the casual playlists. Oh wow, so they've got the free-for-all. That's a good one to add in. I like that a lot. The knockout free-for-all, they should have that in ranked. In my opinion, they should add that to the ranked. Let me know what you guys think. They also have the Rocket Labs, which I highly doubt many people will play, but you never know. There might be a few people playing those Rocket Labs. And the Spike Rush, I don't know whether they're going to rotate those or whether they're going to be there the whole time. And then you obviously have the normal 3v3, 2v2, and 1v1, and there's no chaos anymore. And then moving into competitive. So the good thing about this now is that you can search all of the fun modes and the regular modes at the same time with this. However, they've got rid of drop shot, the best fun mode in my opinion, or rumble, and they've got rid of it. Can't believe it. I would have rather they got rid of maybe Snow Day or Hoops, but I suppose it'll probably encourage more people to play the final 3 game modes, but we're going to have to make sure we at least get GC in all those 3 and maybe even hit SSL. Another thing to add is that they have now got rid of trading as well. The worst thing they could have done, got removed trading. So now when you try and trade with someone, you'll have a little error message saying that this has now been disabled, which is a shame because lots of people used to trade lots. I didn't trade much, so it doesn't really affect me too much. However, all the people that did play Rocket League just for trading, all of you guys are now being screwed over really by Epic Games, unfortunately. But the next thing to look into now is the new Rocket Pass. So we need to make sure that we get premium straight off the bat. And before we take a quick look into the pass, we need to make sure that we use the Sheppy10 creator code. There we go, to make sure that you are supporting me for 14 days. And then when we move into the Rocket Pass, we're going to get premium now, straight off the bat, Rocket Pass Premium. There we go. And what have we unlocked already? We've unlocked the Ace new limited body, which we saw in the trailer earlier on, which was in my short that I brought out today as well. And there is the new Ace car. Doesn't look great with all the things that I've got on the car, but not the nicest of looking cars. It's probably got a similar hitbox to that of the Fennec, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to check that out later. Then we've got the Octane Geomatrix decal. Again, not that great. The retrofitted title. The Neon Bomb rocket boost. Then we've got the RPTV limited wheels They're alright, to be fair. They could be quite good on a car that is white, more titanium white, if you get a bit of that in. Maybe it's just a little bit off-white, though. Let me know what you think. Then we've got the Notebook limited paint finish. Decent paint finish, but again, not something that I'm going to use. The Y2K Ready. Not too sure why they've added that one on. The X-Devil Fly Flamingo. Again, useless one there. Hyperplade. Not liking that at all. Beeper. With a nice shot. But so far, the first 11 tiers have disappointed. So hopefully it's going to improve. The RC limited antenna. You know what? That's a decent antenna. There's not really that many good antennas out there. It's decent. I wish it was a little bit more stiffer though, because it looks a little bit strange, I have to say. Then we've got the Ball Life limited wheels. They look nice. You can make them look fresh on a car, definitely. The record cabinet there on top. Again, a very pointless topper that no one will use. The floppy disk there. You've got the 100 credits that you get. The Breakout Vintage. You know what? I don't mind that. That's probably the best thing I've seen so far in terms of decals. That's quite a nice one. Literally little retro sort of looking decal. I do quite like that one. Let me know what you think. And you've got the 90s Kid limited player title. I am actually a 90s kid, so I need to equip that one. Then the Shocking limited player banner. Doesn't look great at all. The Breakout Batfang. Again, we'll skip over that. The CRT limited wheels. Bit ugly. Don't think that would suit any car. Anyone that can make a car that suits those is the fashion expert for Rocket League. Then the second tier 20 car body is the Primo. So there you go. That's what that one looks like. It's basically the Dominus, but with a chunky bum. It's the Dominus with a big ass. It's actually quite nice, to be honest. I do quite like the look of that one. That's definitely better than the Ace, in my opinion. Then the Primo Ball Hog decal. It's a decent decal. I'd probably get rid of the writing, a bit of the writing, and it would have looked a little bit cleaner, but they've added the writing now, so there's nothing you can do about that. Then you've got the CRT limited topper, again, something no one will ever use. The Yin Yang player banner. Quite a cool player banner. You can see a few people using that one. And then the Damper player banner. Again, not that great. So I think it's too colourful for me. I quite like sort of basic colours. The black and the whites makes it look a little bit cleaner. So yeah, there's another one that I probably won't use. Then you've got the PC limited paint finish. That's a decent paint finish, to be fair. It's quite a cool one, actually. You can see like the motherboard and things like that. So we'll move across now to the... Not a great player anthem in my opinion. Don't think I'll be equipping that one. Sounded a bit boring. Then we've got the Dominus wide body decal. Again, not a nice decal. Then the Primo Rewinds. You know what? That's quite a nice one. I like it. Yet again though, if they should removed a bit of the writing, and then maybe if you could change the colours, that would have been pretty cool and suit your car, because it's going to be stuck at that one colour. And it's not the nicest of colours for that car. Then the Mad Millennial player title. The Scoot limited wheels. Almost goes with the car, but slightly off colour, so it doesn't look that great. Then moving into the next one was the RCA limited rocket boost. That's a pretty cool rocket boost. You know what? That's been my favourite so far. I like that. It's pretty cool. Bit of an annoying noise though, so not great for the game, but the actual look of it is pretty cool. So you'll have to let me know what you think. Although it doesn't really fit in with the car. You would have thought they would have made it look a little bit cleaner. It looks a little bit clunky. And then the next one is the Fly Pig limited antenna. That's quite a little cool antenna there. You bobble it around a little bit as you turn left and right. The Travel Case limited topper at tier 33. Again, not that amazing. Definitely could have been a nicer case than that. But I remember using that ages ago, and I think that's why it's the 90s theme. But I used to put all of my DVDs in this one player case, and it used to look literally just like that. So let me know, all you 90s kids, whether you used to have one of those cases as well. The Dragon Flame limited avatar border. Pretty cool border. I like that one. The Neon Bomb trail. Again, nice little trail there. The RPTV2 wheels. So this is version 2 now. The only difference is it's a bit animated, and to be fair, the animation probably makes it worse. The Heavy Feather limited decal. Bit too plain. The Cute Engine limited antenna. Quite a cool one. It goes actually with my car quite well, that one. So definitely better than what I've got on at the moment. That's all I can say. Then the Ramen Bob limited player banner. I swear they've had that before. They've had Ramen Bob for everything, so maybe they've not had the player banner yet. But there we go. There's another one. The Primo Retcon Limited decal. That's the best decal so far for the Primo or the Primo. I do like that a lot. Is a Primo an actual car? Someone will have to let me know in the comments. I don't know whether it is or not, but it's definitely the Dominus hitbox. You can literally see the front of the car looks like the Dominus, just with a big bump. Now, the Cyberspace Goal Explosion. I like it. I like it. It's a little bit... I don't know. Let's have a look again. I do like the goal explosion, but there's something I'm not 100% on. I think it's maybe the sound. I think they could have made the sound a little bit cooler. So I think that's maybe put me slightly off it. The Pet Octane Limited Topper. It's like the Tamagotchis that you used to have. Let me know in the comments if you used to have a Tamagotchi. It's pretty cool. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. You know what? I'd definitely equip that one. Although my Mariachi hat is what I'm known for, so we're going to keep that one on for now. The Corkboard Limited Player Finish. Limited Paint Finish, sorry. That looks quite nice. I like that one. This is a much better player anthem, I have to say, than that Epic Games one. Bit more epic, I suppose. And now into tier 46, which is the window. That's quite a nice little avatar border, but probably not one that I'd use. It's pretty cool the way that they've done that. Then the Autumn Limited Antenna. I like that antenna, to be fair. You can definitely, if you had an orange and brown car, it could work. A bit of burnt sienna in there, it could definitely work. The Dominus Beastly Decal. No, we don't like that at all. The Cross Country Limited Wheels. Plain wheels, but a little bit too blocky for me. I'm not a massive fan of those. They definitely could have made them look a little bit better. So we're going to move on to the next one, the Technoflow. You could jam while you're playing, definitely on that one. That's quite a cool little limited rocket boost there. And it's definitely one of the better sounding ones compared to the other ones that we've seen so far in this rocket pass. And the next is the Document. Is it shooting pieces of mint, maybe? Oh no, it's shooting files. Oh, I see. There we go. The Documents, the folder, shooting files out of the folder there. Cargo Limited Wheels. Again, not the nicest of looking wheels. They chose a complete wrong colour, unless you can change the colour, which I don't think you can. They definitely chose the wrong colour for those wheels. No one's going to use those. Now, the Grunge Limited Animated Decal. It looks like you're having a picnic on the car, so we'll stay away from that one. The Primo Radify Limited Animated Decal. That's quite a nice decal. It's a bit like the zebra print. It's got a sort of a zebra print to it. I'm not too sure. I think I prefer the previous one to that one. And now at tier 56, you've got the CDRW wheels. They're nice. Too multicoloured though. Again, it's never going to work with a car, let's be honest. Unless you've got a really multicoloured car somehow, it's not going to work. The Velvet Limited Paint Finish. I don't like that. Don't like that at all. It'd be quite cool though if someone crashed into the side of you and it did that little... Do you know when you rub on velvet and it makes a different sort of the darker shade and you rub back over it and it goes back to normal? That'd be pretty cool if as they bumped into you they did that to it. Then you've got the Yada Yada Limited Animated Decal. That's quite a nice decal. I like that. That's probably my favourite decal so far. It works with the Fennec quite well as well. Then the Ted Tech Limited Wheels. At tier 60, I don't think I like those. I think maybe you could make them work with a blue and white car, maybe. I'll have to give it a go. Then at tier 61, you've got the Document Limited Rocket Boost again there. This is maybe a slightly bigger document. I don't know what the difference is on that one. And then at 62, you've got For Tonight. A little bit better than the previous one, but again, a little bit boring. Preferred the other one that was in the middle there. I can't remember what that one was called though. The Primo Far Out Limited Decal. That's quite a cool little cartoony decal there. So if you're into cartoons, that's definitely the sort of one that you want to equip there. It's here 63. At 64, you've now got the Cargo Inverted Limited Wheel. So they're a bit holographic by the looks of it. Again, complete wrong colour. Unless you're using the orange car, maybe you can make it work. But it's not the nicest of colours. And then at tier 67, you've got the Synth Wave Limited Trail. Decent trail, to be fair. I've definitely seen worse. I can vibe with that trail. I like that one. I like that one. Virtuality's got the Limited Animated Decal. It's nice, but at the same time, it's not nice. It's sort of got a few seconds it's nice, and then a few seconds it just completely looks awful. So I'm not a huge fan of that Virtuality Limited Animated Decal there. Then you've got the Ball Life Holographic Limited Wheels. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like those little hologram wheels there that go with my car. I'm going to have to equip those when I get to tier 69. And then at tier 70, the Point Break limited goal explosion. The sound could have been 10 times better on that goal explosion. I literally remember seeing it on the update. And then they've come out with that sound. It could have been 10 times better, the sound for that goal explosion. So I'm not that impressed with that. And that is it then, because you move on to all of the painted items all the way up to tier 100. So it's just all the items that we've just previously gone through. However, they're painted. So there we go, the Ball Life one there in black, which looks pretty much identical to the Ball Life that we saw earlier. But now let's go and take a look at the new maps and see what we think. In my opinion, this Rocket Pass could have been a lot better. They didn't make it that good at all. They're probably focusing more on that Rocket League racing that they're trying to bring out. And so it's a no from me. I have to say, this season has not been good so far. Even though it was a 90s retro season, it could have been a lot better. But let's have a look at the maps now and see what they've done. All they've done, I think, is put a little bit of grass on the floor. But just before we do that, I've just remembered we've not looked at the tournament rewards yet. So let's take a quick look at those. So we've got the Bubble Gum Goal Explosion. That's an interesting one. Again, not great though. Definitely not one that I'd be using ever. And it doesn't even really stick to the goal. They could have made that one look so much better, like sticking on the inside of the goal rather than trying to make it look like it sticks on just the outside. That's a bit strange. And then the second one is the Geo Dead. It's an alright black market decal. It's probably quite good with the car, to be fair. I do quite like that decal on this car, but I don't think I'd use that on any other car. Then we've got the Larzeus Radiant wheels. Would work well with the red car. I have to say, the tournament rewards so far have been 10 times better than the Rocket Pass. The Merc Tumbling Blocks. I spoke too soon. The Bubble Glum Import Rocket Boost. I don't know what's with all the bubblegum. Did that come out in the 90s or something? I'm not too sure, to be honest, but that's an okay goal explosion. Bit of an annoying sound though. You don't want that in your face as you're driving around. Then the Elganto schematized, I think it is. That's a decent one, you know. Those wheels are decent. I like those exotic wheels. I'll take that. They're quite nice ones as well. So if you can get those, they're pretty decent. The Import Animated Decal Geo Flow, definitely not as nice as that first black market. The Elganto Import Wheels, again, the wheels are so much better in this tournament, the tournament rewards, than they are in the actual Rocket Pass. That's incredible. The Elganto looks 10 times better than any of the other wheels on the other one. Then you've got the Bubblegum Very Rare Trail. Now, I'm not a massive fan of the Bubblegum theme. The Bubblegum theme, I think you can get rid of that. The Bloomed Plant Rare Antenna. I don't think many people will use those. I love the way it wiggles though at the top. But the Lazarus wheels. They're quite cool wheels. Again, red car would work. Blue car that I've got on right now. Not going to work for that one. Then the Serrator. Oh, there we go. Serrator wheels. They're decent as well. But I don't know what's with the orange. I don't know why they're picking orange for a lot of the colours for this season. Not too sure why they've gone for that. I know it's blue versus orange, but they could make it look a little bit nicer at least. Then you've got the Apex Predator player banner. That's a decent player banner. Again, not going to work with what I've got on though. The End Cap Rare wheels. You know what? That car looks pretty cool. That car with the decal there at the top, the black market decal, would be pretty cool, I have to say. See, what is going on with this? The tournament rewards are 10 times better. This Insomnia player anthem is 10 times better than any of the Epic Games player anthems. And so it's a bit more effective when you've scored a goal if you've got this song than compared to those Epic Games ones. The Octane Orbital, you don't want that. It's getting worse as we move towards the uncommon here now. The Sailor Hat, there we go. It's basically a knockoff of the what's it called? What's the name of the... Oh, God, how have I forgotten that? The Captain's Hat. That's the one, the Captain's Hat. Then you've got the prize ribbon. Kind of goes with the blue car right now. And then finally the X-Devil 100 legs. Again, don't think that's 100 legs. You never know, it might be. Not going to count it out. Someone will have to let me know in the comments. It doesn't look like it. But yeah, again, not a very nice decal. But now let's take a quick look at the maps and see what we think of those. So we're trying out the new Wasteland Pitched. So all they've done is added grass to Wasteland. I think they may have done this to a couple of the other maps as well. But here it is. Here's the new Ace car in Wasteland Pitched. It definitely looks better than the Wasteland map, but still, it's just nothing special. All they've done is literally planted some grass on the bottom of the pitch is the most simple change to make possible. They could have done so much better with this retro 90s theme. They could have maybe put a few like retro artists around the outside from the 90s era and things like that. So they definitely could have done a lot better. So I'm not a huge fan of the changes that they've made. All they've done is added a bit of grass. It is better than the normal wasteland. However, again, it's still not that great. And next, the farmstead pitch. So again, all they've done is added the grass on it. Although I actually think this has made a big difference. I wasn't a massive fan of farmstead, and I'm still not a huge fan. However, I think they have improved it by adding the grass there on the bottom. The car's actually quite a nice car to drive as well. Might have to give the Ace a quick go. But you can probably get a good dribble going there with the Ace. Bit like the Fennec hitbox, so I definitely should give this one a go. It probably is the Fennec hitbox. Someone will have to let me know in the comments whether it is or not. But it's definitely a lot smoother than a lot of the cars that I have played from the previous Rocket Passes. And finally, the Manfield Dusk map. So this was the last thing that they did to actually improve on this season's maps. So let's have a look at this one and see what we think of this. So it's a lot nicer again than the normal Mansfield map. I mean, the normal Mansfield map is a nice map, but I do really like the dusk effects that they add to these Rocket League maps. I think the colours are a perfect temperature when they are using the dusk maps, I have to say. So if we zoom out a little bit, there we go. Nice little stadium, which is Mansfield Stadium, a load of flags there as well. And yeah, so it's just a normal Mansfield Stadium, however, at dusk. So yeah, you'll have to let me know what you think of all of the new updates this season so far. I have to say, a bit disappointed with both the Rocket Pass, the new maps. They definitely could have brought out a new pretty cool 90s themed map. All they need to do is ask us for ideas. The community probably has way better ideas than they do. Adding a little bit of grass to some of the maps and changing one to dusk is just not enough really for Rocket League if they want to keep Rocket League going. But I suppose they might be working too hard on the Rocket League racing, which is what's leaving Rocket League behind maybe. But let me know what you guys think down in that comment section below. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget we're doing Shortmas all the way up to Christmas Day, so a short every day. Hope you all enjoyed. See you all in the next one.